It's been a very interesting time. What do you think about the Epstein list not coming out?
Yo, we owe Epstein an apology, man. We owe Epstein an apology. We owe Ghislaine an apology, man.
Epstein is dead. Oh, an apology for what?
I mean, he was obviously wrongly convicted.
Get the fuck out.
What?
Yes, he killed himself because he was wrongly convicted and there was no evidence against him.
Can you imagine
he was about to be
the pain?
acquitted. So he's like, you know what? Gotta kill myself.
Can you imagine the pain and scrutiny that you must live under for the world to think that you're a pedophile?
Here's the thing. I'm not even going to debate about whether or not he killed himself. I think that's like a silly argument because I don't know if it's true or not. The thing that I will debate is you're not going to tell me an Epstein list didn't exist after y'all are the ones who told me it
Why are we talking about this, man?
Yeah. He's a creep. Get over it.
Can we play the clip?
Dumb shit Trump said. He's a creep.
Pam
Just get
Bondi
over
said
it.
that shit was on her desk.
Yep.
You know, and here's the thing. Here's the funny thing about
Epstein, this guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time? Do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems...
You can't believe we'd ask
like
a question about Epstein when you just
Can I play another clip that reminded me of? Does it not seem like the exact same
People
clip?
who say you're only interested in the Middle East for oil.
What? Huh? Oil? Who said something about oil, bitch? You cooking?
Hey guys, do y'all want to know? Y'all want to know why the Epstein list didn't come out?
Yes.
Mutually assured destruction.
Yes.
Everybody stop lying to your fucking self. I know it sounds good to say, hey, the president is on this list, Donald Trump is on this list. He might be. But I know I saw the flight logs. On the flight logs, there was a lot of elected officials from Israel. There was Bill Clinton. You know what I'm saying?
Royal family?
The royal family, Prince Andrew.
They all got to go down then.
Elite.
But that's why it didn't come out.
Educators at elite institutions.
Let's go.
That's why it didn't come out. You got too many powerful people on that list. Mutually assured destruction. So whoever was in office was going to have to deal with that.
This is the Kennedy assassination again. They're just going to lie to the American people about how it happened, and then we basically just got to sit here and take it, which is bullshit.
You're out of your mind if you think a Democratic administration would have put that list out.
This is what I don't
If Biden had won again or Kamala would have won, that list was not coming out.
And they had it for
destruction.
They had it for 4 years during Biden's term. Keep it in mind. They had all this information.
But he ran on it.
No. We're going to get to that in a second because I really want to talk about that.
Why do you think Biden never used it against Trump?
Exactly.
If I use it against Trump, then I got to out a bunch of my guys.
Exactly. And the reality is, and I don't know, but this is what it seems like. It seems like the U.S. intelligence apparatus, i.e. the CIA, the FBI, was in on it. And in order to out this list, in order to out the blackmail operation, they would be outing themselves for running a child sex ring to incriminate and
hold on, I ain't heard this one. This is a good one.
To incriminate and compromise powerful figures in our country. Bare minimum, the U.S., probably the U.S. and Israel.
So you think this list was used for purposes to keep people in line?
Of course.
The honeypot.
These honeypot traps. But is America ready to acknowledge that with taxpayer dollars, their intelligence community, the FBI, the CIA, the NSA, all these things, paid for and ran a child fucking campaign to compromise people with power and influence?
We definitely do it in other countries. That's no question. I just don't know if we would run that in our own country.
So are they real kids or like midgets that are like, look like, and I'm serious.
No, they're real
like
kids.
Undercover midgets that are adults.
They're real kids. Really? They came out. The kids have came out. And then Kash Patel went on Rogan and he said, we don't want to re-victimize the women. The women are begging for justice. You don't have to re-victimize them. They're asking you for justice, which you will not give them.
Because it's mutually assured destruction. The reason Joe Biden never used the Epstein list against Trump because he got people that's on the list. You'll have to ruin the legacy of people that you love and care about.
You got to burn it all down. So, or there's another.
Chris, you know that.
Oh, I'm not saying they're not on the list.
There's no question Mossad is involved.
Right. I would just say I would throw those people under the bus to be able to take out Trump if I'm them.
So here's the thing.
But you might take out yourself.
No, you can't. You can't.
understand? But no,
Chris,
no,
I
no.
don't think he's realizing it's so entrenched, Chris. Listen, Ehud Barak, the former prime minister of Israel, Bill Clinton, the president of the United States of America. Like, you can't just be like, oh yeah, Epstein did it with
That's
he did it
right.
with Trump. And then once you say Epstein did it with Trump, you're acknowledging that there was a blackmail ring and that he was the leader of the blackmail ring. What they've done now is said there was no such thing, and he was just procuring thousands of girls for him, even though he was Lex Wessner gave him power of attorney over his whole finances and gave him the most expensive housing unit in New York City for no reason. That Leon Black gave him $170 million for tax advice. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You're insulting our intelligence to act like there was not some form of, I don't even know if you want to call it blackmail, but organized operation here that was using children and the abuse and the sexual assault of children that our intelligence agencies were involved in. Alex Acosta, we all know Alex Acosta. You know who he is? He was the district attorney in Palm Beach, and then later was going to be the labor secretary before they kicked him to the side, said when they asked him, I believe it was in the Senate hearing, when he gave Epstein that sweetheart deal, he said, I was told he was with intelligence. That's all we really need to know. So what intelligence? Why would he say with intelligence? Like, to me, that means it has to be American intelligence, because if he was with foreign intelligence, then you would go, well, fucking clip him. He's with foreign intelligence. Why is there a spy network?
Foreign intelligence is black.
Wait, he say that. Say this right now.
Unless that foreign intelligence has something on us, and
that's what I was
the
going to say.
same foreign intelligence is the reason why all the Democratic primary candidates are saying their first trip is going to go to a certain place.
Well, guys, now we're trafficking.
I love your theory, but what would be the point of that theory if you're not going to actually catch the mice once they get in the trap?
Well, you just perpetually have power over them.
Oh yeah, you don't want to catch them.
Interesting.
So there's another theory that we
You got to think about the Russians too, though, because this is their go-to move. If you're just talking strict like blackmail, entrapment, honeypots, obviously with Epstein you lean towards Mossad, but like there are a lot of people who traffic in this sort
I
of
can
stuff.
see that, and you know how you know that there's a lot of powerful people on this list? Because if I was Donald Trump and I'm the president, I'm just like, okay, if I'm on there, take me off, and then we're going to release this list. No, buddy. Too many powerful people. It would be mutually assured destruction.
Wouldn't it crush,
to put out the Epstein
Wouldn't
list.
it crush America? I mean, like, in my personal opinion, I think you need to destroy it to build back the faith. But I imagine a lot of these people, like whoever they is, let's say it's the CIA, let's say it's the FBI, let's say they sit down with, and I'm talking about the permanent CIA and FBI, not the ones that you get this like figurehead that gets to pop in every administration and say they run it. I'm talking about the ones that are running it the whole time. Well, maybe they sit down with Trump and they sit down with Cash and they sit down with Bongino and they sit down with Bondi and they go, guys, here's the deal. If we announce that we were the ones were aware of this and running this, we are acknowledging that we ran a child sex trafficking ring within our country to compromise our own citizens. That information cannot get out to the American people if they are to have faith in our institutions. And if it does, everybody involved, maybe even the entirety of the institutions, has to get destroyed. Mm-hmm. That's the only way forward. You can't just have an FBI and CIA after that. Yeah, so are we ready to go without an FBI and CIA?
Yeah, but you're a person who actually cares about America. You're a person who's not compromised. And I think that's the sad part about a lot of these situations. What we're realizing is there's never going to be any draining of the swamp, y'all. Once you get in these positions, you are automatically compromised. It just is what it is.
So the thing I don't understand.
And if you do, and if you really do try to drain the swamp, bang, bang, bang. Straight, it's like straight like that.
Be missing more than a little piece of your ear. But the thing I don't understand is Epstein got arrested and murdered. I mean,
convicted
and committed suicide during Trump's first term.
Mm-hmm.
Trump, if let's say your theory is correct, and you can't divulge that he was intelligence, and that will like erode the public's
Trust
in the government, then why would Trump during his second term run on the fact that I'm going to give you guys all the documents?
But Trump
like,
runs
why
on
would you run
Misdirection.
not just misdirection. Trump runs on everything. We were talking about this on vacation. I've said this a minute. Trump runs on everything. You can, and we did this on vacation to prove it. You can pull up a clip of Trump telling whatever you want to hear to you, no matter what it is. Name a subject. You can pull up a clip. Trump saying either or about it. He's either for it or against it in some way, shape, or form. Pull it up. Try it.